What is going on, guys? We're here again with the Destiny 2 video on another subclass. This is D-Downs Gaming. Let's get into it. We're going to break down the Gunslinger. This is probably one of my favorites because I've always liked Gunslinger. It's pretty cool. It's really fun to play with, and let's get going. So Golden Gun, the same as usual. You get 3 shots probably. We don't know yet because right now we've got an ability where it gives us 6. They're not necessarily the strongest, but it's really cool to use, have 6 shots and make it kind of like a gunslinger thing, because if you fire from the hip it's really cool and you can just spam them. Then we got over here on the left, we got our class skill, which like I said in the last video, if you saw it, if not, this one's a tumble where you just, it's kind of like a shade step from Destiny 1, and it recharges your melee ability. And then at the top we got marksman dodge, which when you dodge you get a full ammo clip again back into your gun. That's really cool because, like I said, with a gunslinger, you're constantly firing shots and stuff like that. So if you can somehow figure out a way to dodge, have a full clip, and take out 3-4 people, hey, more power to you, because that's awesome. And then at the top, we got our same Destiny 1 type grenades. We got the incendiary grenade, which is still really strong. You got swarm grenade, which I haven't really seen be as strong, but it's still pretty interesting to watch. And then trip mine, which I haven't actually used yet, but I know some people have used it pretty well. So then at the bottom we got our strafe jump, which is kind of like the directional control one from the other one, and this one has strong directional control. So maybe for like getting up a hill, or controlling where you're jumping, or crucible type jumps. Then in this one you get high jump, which is the same thing, higher jump, just to get to a higher spot, whatever. Triple jump, you get 3 jumps. They're all like a third jumps, half jumps, whatever. You get a little bit higher, I think, but who knows? It's just easier to use the triple jump, of course. Then there's Way of the Outlaw. Gunslinger, Outlaw, perfect match. So then at the top you got explosive knife. Throw a knife from a distance that explodes shortly after impact with this melee ability. So that's really cool because the throwing knife has always been pretty strong with Destiny 1. You can almost one-shot him with the headshot of a throwing knife, but it's never really necessarily worked right with the burning ability and stuff like that. Now this one's really cool because you get explosive damage, and explosive damage can be OP and super strong. So that's really cool to look forward to and using and everything like that. So then we got Chains of Woe. They had the same type of thing in Destiny 1. Precision kills increase weapon reload speed for your nearby enemies. So that's really cool because it's not just you, it's everyone. So if you're playing Crucible, that could really help in a really focused fire gunfight. Then at the top we got Deadshot. Significantly improves your ability to hit with Golden Gun. So you could fire this at hip fire and probably be pretty accurate. I haven't tried to use it because I like to be a little bit more accurate. But, hey, if you want to have fun and just kind of spam it from a hip fire and have a lot of fun, you could still probably be pretty accurate. And at the bottom we got 6-shooter. So this is what I was talking about. Golden Gun can be fired quickly up to 6 times, but has a shortened duration. So that's where the spamming comes in, and that's really cool to see and interesting to use. Just because you got to be kind of fast with it and know what you're doing. Then at the bottom we got these upgradable ones eventually, once we start to get upgrade points in Destiny 2, once it finally drops in September. So the top one, number 1, we got Knife Juggler. Throw a knife from a distance. Precision knife kills with this melee ability immediately recharge it. So if you're just a boss OP with throwing knife skills that you can snipe them from a million miles away, you're gonna have a shit ton of throwing knives, because it's just gonna be throwing knife after throwing knife after throwing knife, etc. That is really fun to use if you can do it right, especially in PvE in open world, because say you throw it at 5-6 drags, that's really cool. Then you get number 2, practice makes perfect. Enter a trance with each precision hit, reducing the cooldown of your super. So that could be awesome in PvP or PvE, because if you're using a pulse rifle and you keep getting headshots, that'll significantly decrease your super and maybe get you Golden Gun super fast. Then number 3, at the bottom we got Crowd Pleaser. Enables precision damage with the Golden Gun. Precision hits with Golden Gun generate orbs of light. So that's really cool because as I've noticed with the supers, you don't necessarily generate a ton of orbs. And it's kind of hard to do in PvE because there's not a lot of enemies yet, because we're still doing the strike and there's not a whole lot. But more orbs is definitely nice because it cools the shit down out of your super. Then lastly, we have line 'em up. Precision hits with the golden gun increase its damage and extend its duration. So if you are, say you're shooting at a boss and you got all 6 shots, just shoot them all in the head, get 6 precision shots, and you'll increase your damage. Maybe it'll be like a thing where you've got the Celestial Nighthawk where it does 6 times damage at the end. Who knows? But up to that, we have no clue yet. I'm looking forward to seeing this when Destiny 2 drops. If you got any questions, let me know in the comments. If you got any things to say, if you're excited for the Destiny 2 beta or Destiny 2 in general, let me know. If you like these videos, leave a like, and if you want to see more like them, I'm going to do the other 2, Titan and the rest of the subclasses, coming up soon. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell, whatever you feel like doing. It's up to you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I look forward to seeing you in the next one, and thanks for watching.